Assalamu alaikum, kids and families. Today we'll hear a beautiful and inspiring story, the story of Mus'ab ibn Umair. He was young, handsome, and rich, but he gave up everything for Islam. Let's find out why the Prophet, peace be upon him, loved him so much. Mus'ab was born in Makkah into a wealthy family. He wore the finest clothes, used the best perfume, and was known for his good manners. People would say, "There's no one more charming than Mus'ab." He was like a prince in his town. When Mus'ab heard about the message of Islam, his heart lit up. He went to Dar al-Arqam, where the Prophet taught in secret. There, Mus'ab quietly said the Shahada and became a Muslim. He felt peace in his heart like never before. But when his mother found out, she was furious. She locked him in a room to keep him away from the Muslims. She even took away all his money, clothes, and comfort. But Musab was strong. He refused to leave Islam no matter what. Musab gave up his beautiful life, the clothes, the food, the friends. He chose Allah and the Prophet, peace be upon him, instead. He wore rough, simple clothes and lived like the poor. He smiled through it all because his heart was rich with faith. The Prophet chose Mus'ab for a special mission. He sent him to Yathrib, later called Medina, to teach people about Islam. Mus'ab spoke with kindness, taught the Quran, and helped people love Islam. Soon, almost every house in Medina had a Muslim in it. Mus'ab wasn't just a teacher, he was a peacemaker. He spoke softly, listened carefully, and brought people together. Even those who hated Islam at first became his friends. He showed the world what a true Muslim should be. During the Battle of Uhud, Mus'ab ibn Umair was given a great honor. He was chosen to carry the flag of Islam, a sign of strength and unity. He marched with bravery, protecting the Muslims with his life. But there was something special about Mus'ab. He had a face full of light. His eyes, his smile, and his manners were so much like the Prophet Muhammad that people sometimes confused them from a distance. In the middle of battle, Mus'ab fought with all his strength. He held the flag in his right hand, and when it was cut off, he held it in his left hand. And when that was cut off too, he held it close to his chest until he was struck down and martyred. In all the dust and noise of battle, the enemy shouted, "We have killed Muhammad." The Muslims heard this and cried out in shock. They thought the Prophet, peace be upon him, had died. But it wasn't the Prophet. It was Mus'ab ibn Umair, R.A., the brave young man who looked like the Prophet and loved him with all his heart. After the battle, the Prophet stood beside Mus'ab's body. All they had to cover him was a small piece of cloth. If they covered his head, his feet showed. If they covered his feet, his head showed. The Prophet looked at Mus'ab and began to cry. He said, "I saw you in Makkah when there was nothing more luxurious than your clothes. And now look at you." Mus'ab had given up everything, wealth, family, comfort, for the sake of Allah and Islam. He became one of the greatest heroes of our Ummah. From Mus'ab, we learn to love Allah more than the world. We learn to be gentle and wise when teaching others. We learn to be strong in faith even when life gets hard. And we learn that true beauty comes from the heart, not clothes or money. Let's test your memory. Who was the first ambassador of Islam? Was it Abu Bakr? Bilal? Nope, it was Mus'ab ibn Umair, the young man who gave up everything for the truth. Mus'ab ibn Umair was a prince who chose Islam over luxury. He became a teacher, a leader, and a martyr. He was young, just like many of you, but his heart was full of light. Let's always remember this amazing hero of Islam. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Let's keep learning about the amazing Sahaba, the companions of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.